Welcome to my bathroom. I don't know why we're in the bathroom. I don't really like making vlogs, and I don't consider myself to be a vlogger of any kind, but I figured I would make a vlog style video for you at the start of 2020 just to address what's happening on the channel, what to expect, and to ask you guys what kind of content you would like to see. I figured I'd also use this opportunity to give you guys a tour of the SR4U office and boot room, which is now fully complete from the poo flood situation that happened back in late August. A lot of you guys have been asking for an update on this situation, and for those that don't know, my basement, which is where you guys see me make the videos, there's my usual background, as well as where I store all of my football boot collection. It flooded with sewage, basically poo water, and a bunch of stuff was damaged. The final total ended up being over 400 pairs of shoes and or football boots. It was mostly football boots though, and obviously the floor had to get torn out, part of the wall had to get replaced, some of the doors had to get replaced. It was a lot of damage, and it took several months for everything to get complete. We were waiting a long time for doors and for whatever reason the mirror in the bathroom, but that is all done now. Honestly, the insurance company was great. I personally feel like I was compensated accordingly for all of the stuff that was damaged, even though a lot of the football boots that were damaged are pretty irreplaceable, but realistically, if I wanted to go and buy them again, I feel like I was compensated properly. For sure, it was a crappy situation, but it all worked out in the end. Anyways, now that everything is settled, I figured I would give you guys a tour to show you the progress, or I guess in this particular case, the lack thereof, in terms of reorganizing everything and trying to get as close to back to normal as I possibly can. I kind of don't want to show you guys this. So this is the background that you guys would normally see in my videos. Desk right there, the SR4U boot wall that is now filled up. And let me know if you guys have any suggestions for how you'd like to see this organized. I kind of did it sort of like it was before, but just kind of filled it in with, I would say, slightly more random boots than perhaps it was before. The chair, SR4ULaces.com, the greatest replacement laces in the world. Get free worldwide shipping. You can see I have some sound deadening on the wall now, which that's falling off. Alright, I guess it's just going to stay like that. What has changed from the old setup is that I do have a brand new desk, and the turf used to be right here, but I've moved that to this side of the room, which honestly I think works a little bit better. You can see I have put up the jerseys around the outside. Again, in no particular order. Honestly, that setup, there's not a lot of thought that went into it. It's pretty random. I have the rest of the jerseys there. I know a lot of you guys have asked for a jersey collection video. I may do that at one point in time. I know I promised it a long time ago and never got around to it. Hopefully we'll do that in 2020, but no promises. You can see I have the balls here on a rack, which, I don't know, it's kind of just there at this point in time. I have a light box where I take a lot of pictures for the website as well as for the thumbnails that you guys see on this channel. And then as you can see on the floor, just scattered all over the place, it's just more boots. I know that a lot of the boots got destroyed last time around because I just wasn't all that organized. Things haven't changed. Anyways, if we leave the office and go into the main boot room, this is where, as you can see, very little progress has been made because a lot of the boots, and there still are some upstairs that need to be moved down, I would say probably another 200 to 300 pairs. The vast majority of them have been brought down and stacked up in piles on the floor. Obviously there is shelving pretty much all the way around. I just haven't got around to putting all of the boots on the shelves yet, and the way it's been brought down is honestly pretty random. It's going to take a lot of sorting to go through all of this stuff and have it back in the proper place to where I can easily find the boots that I'm looking for, because right now, if I wanted to find a particular boot from my collection, it would be pretty difficult to do just based on the fact that I don't know where everything is right now. It's just kind of scattered all over the place. But it's going to take some time. I would say that this is an entire day's work, if not 2 days of work. And it's just something that, honestly, since this all got brought down, I've just been super busy with other projects and just other things in life, and haven't gotten around to it. As a lot of you guys already know, I started a car channel called Car Problems. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to do that. There'll be a little pop-up on screen. I also made a video several months ago letting you know that I am working on my own pair of football boots. A lot of you guys have been asking for an update on that. I can't share anything publicly at this point in time, but just know that progress is being made. And as soon as I have an update that I can share with you, I will be doing so stay tuned for that. I'm also working on another side project that just started up a couple of weeks ago. Pretty excited about that one as well. And I'm just working on a bunch of very interesting content for you guys throughout 2020. So stay tuned to the channel for all of that. Speaking of content, because I do have to actually organize all of this stuff at one point in time, the question is, do you guys want to see a video of me actually setting it up? Because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to make it, but if I'm going to spend 2 days organizing it, maybe it could make for an interesting video. So if that's something that you guys want to see, let me know down below in the comments. I guess I'll give you guys a tour of what else is going on here. I still have the treadmill that did survive the poo flood because it was just high enough off of the ground. All of my hockey equipment was destroyed, so that's been replaced now, which is nice. I've got some miscellaneous exercise gear that honestly I don't use all that much. An inversion table that I recently got. I really like using that. Actually, let me show you. Sup? Oh, jeez. Over here I have a little bit more workout equipment, as you can see, and then this back part is where I have my driving simulator set up that was all destroyed in the poo flood. It needed to be entirely replaced. It's replaced now, and I just really haven't had that much time to actually use it. There was actually one other thing that I wanted to bring up, and that is in regards to retro boot reviews, which actually used to be a big part of this particular channel. I did those, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years ago now, where I would take an older boot, several years old, I would say at least 5 years old. As an example, I'm just gonna grab this right here, a Nike Mercurial Vapor 4 SL, and I would do a retro review. Obviously, there are a lot of these videos still up on YouTube. You can go watch them. They're old, not very good anymore. Maybe I could reboot that series and just redo a bunch of those videos, because I think that there's a lot of people that follow this channel that are just boot nerds in general and really like to hear the history of some of these older boots that were popular at one point in time, but in comparison to the boots that we have now, maybe at least a little bit weird. And that right there is pretty much the full tour. Still lots of work to do, even though, actually, never mind, I didn't show you guys the bathroom. Let me show you that, because I guess people might care. There's the bathroom, there's the mirror, toilet, shower. Honestly, nobody really uses this, including myself. Anyways, guys, that's it for this quick update. Just wanted to let you know what I've been up to at the start of 2020. And like I said, stay tuned because I have some really interesting projects in the works that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. Also, there's been a bit of a lull as far as new product is concerned since basically Christmas, but starting next week pretty much, there's going to be a bunch of new stuff coming out, so stay tuned for that content on the channel. And of course, leave your suggestions for what you guys would like to see as far as content is concerned, because that's always been the driving force behind what I make on this channel, the stuff that you guys want to see. So leave your suggestions, any questions as well, feel free to ask that down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. If you're not subscribed already for some reason and don't want to miss out on all of this exciting content for 2020, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as a little bell notification. That helps me out a lot and obviously lets you know when the new stuff goes up. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued support, and we'll see you in the next one.